Alert Forecast, certified most accurate since 2004.
All right, we get to enjoy a little bit more of the same as we did today. Once again, looking ahead to tomorrow. It's been a little rare that we've actually been able to say that, especially when it comes to a good forecast in time for the weekend. But we are going to be enjoying a lot more of that sunshine here as we close out tomorrow. And really, we're going to hold on to it headed into the early part of this next week as well. Your cloud cover tracker not bringing a whole lot of those clouds back into our region until we get closer to about Tuesday. And even then, I don't think we're necessarily going to be completely clouded over this next week. We will still have some peaks of sunshine, but you're building in just a little bit more of that humidity, and so that will aid into the development of a couple clouds and maybe an isolated opportunity we could get a stray shower or a thunderstorm as a weak disturbance moves through midweek. I don't think a lot of us will see the rain. I'll show you the odds here just in a second, but overall, I mean, this is kind of the trend that we're gradually inching our way to as we get closer to the end of this next week. It's not a drastic change. It's not this sudden rush of humidity back into our area. It's going to be very subtle, where you're just noticing a little bit more humidity working back in each and every day. And as we get closer to the end of this next week, feeling a bit more typical for how it should for this time of the year. I want to show you Wednesday because I do think Wednesday there is this little disturbance that passes through. Doesn't have a ton of energy with it, but some new data suggesting, especially as we get into western and west central Ohio, we may have a couple stray showers to an isolated storm that develops. For the most part, a lot of us should stay dry, and then that disturbance quickly moves off towards the east as we get into Thursday. And so I don't really think it's going to have a huge impact on our forecast as we look to close out the week. But it's possible, especially as our next bigger system comes in this next weekend, that we build in some slightly better rain opportunities both Saturday as well as Sunday. But even then, coverage is still going to be a little bit lower, so we'll have to wait for some newer data to come in as we kind of fine tune that forecast a little bit more for you. As for right now, it's been a beautiful afternoon, beautiful start to the evening, lots of blue sky and sunshine, a few of those high level clouds mixing in, and you can see that from our new Philadelphia camera. Next few hours doesn't bring us a whole lot of changes. We'll slowly fall out of the 70s back into the 60s, and winds will turn much lighter out of the east to northeast, about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and then eventually just turning light, if not even calm, as we head into the overnight. Temperatures by early tomorrow morning, back low to mid 50s across our area. Pretty similar to what we woke up to early this morning. I don't expect a huge change to the forecast between what we saw today versus tomorrow. The only difference, temperatures may be just a couple of degrees warmer, but we'll still likely have that lake breeze that moves inland. So if you're near the lake shore, temperatures may not get quite to that 80-degree mark. We'll have to kind of wait and see how quickly that lake breeze moves in. But outside of that, you'll see a subtle warming trend. Temperatures back into the middle 80s by the middle part of the work week. I did trend us a little cooler by the end of this next week, but again, it all just depends on how that newer data starts to come in over the next couple of days.